Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our Iron Curtain series. So, we are really trying hard, as best we can, really, using a peaceful fashion, using a peaceful style of gameplay to win this game. And Russia is being extremely warlike. They are conquering. They have nuked India. They're conquering Europe, the Holy Roman Empire that had this nice stranglehold on the original Roman Empire's territory, if you're talking about real history, is being conquered by Russia. And at the same time, Russia is also very, very adequately building up attack forces. We are 6 turns away now from our Mars reactor launching. Newcastle also has a spaceport, so let's see how long their space projects would take. Mars habitation would take 25 turns. Tell you what, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And then we will, in 5 turns, we're going to be able to... Basically, we are now within 25 turns of victory. That's what that's saying. If we can beat Russia to their nonsense. All right, so Rockhampton has built its market. Let's go ahead and build a bank. We also adopted a policy last episode that is giving us better benefits to all commercial hub buildings. So that's very, very handy. Okay, trade route in Brisbane. I need money and production. Common theme here. Yeah, Canberra looks like a pretty good trade route. +4/+4. Do it. Okay, tell you what. Let's go ahead and sabotage production in Baghdad as well so that they can't come back. And that'll pretty much guarantee that Arabia can't sneak up and do anything science-wise while we're going for the victory. But yeah, this is essentially... This project here in Newcastle is a victory timer. That's what that is. Okay, we officially have a 9th trade route open again, so I'm going to move my trader from Wagga Wagga to Newcastle to get Newcastle some extra production. Let's see how this goes. Five turns away from the Mars reactor. So yeah, we're 4 turns away from nanotech. What I'm going to do, as soon as nanotech is done, I'll be ready to start building it in Canberra, because it'll be done before this is done. So this is perfect. I can just go from launching the Mars reactor to building the Mars hydroponics. Okay, so you need production as well. Is there anything that can top +4? I doubt it. But we're going to look anyway. Okay, that actually knocked a turn off just by setting up that trade route, so we're now 22 turns from victory. Not bad at all. If I move quickly and nothing slows me down, we could win this episode. Possibly. Or if we're close to it by the end of the episode, maybe I'll extend the episode and do it that way.
The Cold War is not thawing. It is burning with a deadly heat.
Your spy level is increased by 1 for offensive operations. Each envoy you send to a city-state counts as 2 if its suzerain has a different government than you. Cryptography. Enemy spy level reduced by 2 in your lands. I like that. So why don't I go ahead and switch to that. Just to guarantee spy level is increased by 1 for offensive operations. This is going to help us really lock down our policies. We're not going to have as many envoys in the future, unfortunately, but that's okay. All right, space race. Absolutely. 11 turns away. That could be a policy that'll help us finish up a little bit sooner. Will you accept my friendship? Of course. Gandhi, we have been friends for this entire peaceful game that we've played, and we will keep it that way. Pedro is actually friendly towards me again. The denouncement wore off, and he's decided that I'm a cool guy. Whatever. At this point, I feel like we've got a victory timer going, and it's just a matter of... Well, tell you what, let's have a look at Russia. Let's not get carried away, right? All right, they've launched the reactor. They have not launched habitation or hydroponics. This is going to be close, folks. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, what I probably need to do...
If technology is the engine of change, then nanotechnology is the fuel for humanity's future.
I think what I need to do is I need to take this spy. We're going to cancel your mission. I'm going to send you to a city in Russia. I should have done that earlier, and hopefully it will not cost me the game that I didn't do it. Let's go for telecommunications so we get the nuclear sub. I'm going to send that spy to Russia, and we're going to try and knock out their other... Alright, so we've got a spy in Smolensk, and I think Novgorod is another city that has... Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so Russia's denounced me. That's not surprising. Yes, Peter, you're angry. I know. You're behind in science and culture. Well, you say that, but I'm catching up to you in science victory. Am I? See? See? Glorious. All right, so Canberra can now start hydroponics. There it is, 18 and 15. If we can pull this off, holy crap. All right, let's do more campus research grants there. Hey, I thought I had a spy that was ready for orders. What's going on there? 2 more turns until sources have been gained here, and then we can take 12 turns to wreck his business, which 12 turns is about all that's left in the game. So, I don't know. I don't know about this. Where is Smolensk? I can't even see Smolensk. I know they have a space center, but I can't see it. I'm not sure where it is. All right. Commercial hub might be good here. God, we have so much money. I can actually purchase things. I'm not used to being able to purchase things in this level of speed. That's just how much money we have. It's awesome. Why don't we go ahead and go for a harbor right there. Makes sense. That should be a harbor city. Okay, now you know what? I'm going to send this spy out. We're going to pull out all the stops. You are going to Novgorod. You're going to... We're going to pull out every last stop. Because it doesn't seem like anyone's trying to hit my cities. Hopefully I won't regret what I just did. Because that could cost me the game if I don't have my 2 spaceports protected here. But gonna go for it. We'll see. Okay, what happened here? Sources gained. Page has gained sources. Very good. Alright, disrupt. Now, where is their... I'm seriously bothered by this. Where the hell is their space center? I can't see it. Okay, disrupt it. I don't care. Just do it. Alright, stock exchange. Yep. Alright, Sydney, you still need production and... You know, don't need it as much as you used to, so just trade with Hong Kong for that extra gold. 11 gold is always good. 16 turns away. They still haven't launched Mars Habitation or Hydroponics, so we are now neck and neck. For all I know, they are doing the exact same thing we are. Okay, Russia has finished Habitation. I thought, wait a minute, I told you to cancel that mission. Okay, well that's annoying, but takes no time to establish presence in an enemy city. Perfect. That's amazing. Alright, so we can definitely wreck their... Alright, Russia is 1 project away from winning this, guys. If we beat them to it, it's gonna be nuts. Oh, man. I'm either going to win this episode or I'm going to lose this episode. One of the two is going to happen. Period. We're beating this campaign this episode. We're not going to go for another full 25 minutes after this one's over. Yeah, let's just go for a trade route with Canberra. Actually, I just realized pretty much any trade route that I get that comes open, I need to put it in Canberra or Newcastle and have them contributing production. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. All right, now I'm fairly certain that Russia doesn't have another spaceport where they could have had another project hot on the heels of that one they just finished. So I just need to make sure. Okay, Sydney is. Yeah, just go for a military academy. I want to really give you a lot of housing so that you never have that problem again. All right, you are going to go to where? So I've got a. Okay, there's the damn. It's next to Arkhangelsk, so it looks like it's in other cities. All right, so they have Smolensk, they have Novgorod, and they have Yaroslav. I'm already sending a spy to Novgorod, but you know what? This spy doesn't take any time to establish a presence. Okay, so evidently Yaroslav's rocketry is still messed up because there's no option there. That's very telling. So we're going to send him to Novgorod. That's actually kind of cool that we can use the menu system there to detect which spaceports are functioning and which aren't. I mean, I say it's cool, but it's also kind of cheap because it lets me just say, oh, okay, well, it's not an option, so I know that they're still wrecked, which is good because that means they don't have a project going there. There's only one spaceport that they have at the moment. And I'm in the process of... Or wait, are there two that they have at the moment? Nervous. All right, let's go for a market there. Sydney. Oh, yep. Okay, so... Which is close? Newcastle needs it more. Okay, now... Tell you what, just go ahead and try and disrupt rocketry now. It's going to take 9 turns. Doesn't look like there's anything out on the pad, which is good news. So they're probably working. I would imagine they're working, but... Yeah, it's even saying that Russia's finished the science victory. Per the meter it is, which is funny. But they haven't. All right, Brisbane. Okay, I'll train another spy. It's not going to be necessary. Okay, now this trader, I just need as much production as possible. I'm guessing Melbourne. Right? Melbourne? Yep, Melbourne. 12 turns, and we win. Okay. Alright, so you need to go ahead and gain sources here. So that you can level up a little bit more. But we have another spy in the city that can help wreck Novgorod. I'm excited about that. We'll have to keep a very close eye on their spaceport to see what they're doing. But I think we've got this in the bag. Unless... Hang on, let's take a look at the culture victory. No, they're nowhere close. Yeah, I think we've got this in the bag. Just have to cruise through 12 turns. Progress towards social media has advanced considerably. And we're almost done with Space Race.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
That's wonderful. Actually, that quote got me a little teary. That's, if you don't understand the quote, and I'm sure many of you do, especially the adults watching, but Alexander Graham Bell, of course, invented the telephone, and those were the first spoken words when he was testing his device. He was telling his assistant, Watson, that he wanted to see him. Very important moment. Of course, very important moment. Many of us who own a phone understand the significance of that. Okay, Space Race is...
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Okay, so we actually needed to go ahead and implement this anyway. Now we are 10 turns away. Didn't really help that much, but I wasn't necessarily expecting it to. Anything else? Nothing really. Let's go for rapid deployment. At this point, it doesn't matter. We're 10 turns away from victory. Okay, here's another trader. Let's go ahead and... Damn it! Just trying to drag the... Okay, this is really frustrating. I'm letting go of my mouse, but the game is not registering that. And so it's still dragging backward when I try to get ready for another drag. Okay, I know I could also use the arrow keys this way. That would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Okay, Newcastle. We're going to position a trader there and get some additional production for you. Okay, Newcastle. Sydney. Alright. Didn't really help, but at least we're still 9 turns away. How are we doing up here? Still can't see anything at their space factory, which is very strange. 5 turns until rocketry is disrupted there. And then I can send that spy elsewhere just to make sure they're not pulling any shenanigans. Five turns, 8 turns. If I do win this game, it'll be my first Emperor victory, because this is actually the first game I've played on Emperor. I think I did a few, like, test runs, like maybe 50, 100 turns, but it's the first game I've actually earnestly played, and especially for YouTube, it's definitely the first, but it's also the first, period, full game. And I'll share some thoughts on that, elaborate a little bit more on what I've said in the past couple of episodes when the episode's over. And hopefully when the series is over here. Well, it will be over. It's just the outcome is still a little bit uncertain. But it does seem like Russia is kind of sitting on their hands. Because I'm pretty sure Novgorod's their only remaining... Yeah, see, they're not doing anything here. They're not doing anything here, and I know Yaroslav is done. So... not sure what the deal is. They don't appear to be producing their final space race project, which is a bit of an AI derp. Like, the AI should be as keyed into this possibility of winning right now as I am. Let's go ahead and just buy the bank outright. Build a spy, not paying as much to my decisions, not paying as much attention to my decisions at this point because it doesn't matter. It's not significant. Let's trade with Paris because money. Oh wow, 3 turns away from being done in Canberra. Yeah, we're very close. I'm going to try and get Newcastle some additional production, and then it is over and done. I hope Newcastle is on production focus. If not, I'm going to be super embarrassed. It should be on production focus, but Russia has built Lavra in Nizhny Novgorod. That's nice. Alright, production focus is in fact on. Good. That would have been embarrassing. Production. As much as possible. I'm guessing, yep, these internal routes continue to be the most lucrative. Trade with Adelaide. Yeah. Didn't show any immediate difference, but it might in the next turn or two. We'll see. The way that the small differences in the production time calculations work, when you make a very, very tiny adjustment like that to your production in a city, is it sometimes it won't show because it's rounding up to give you that solid number It won't show that you... Oh, cool! So we have disrupted rocketry. And we disrupted rocketry in Novgorod as well. Wait. Where else were we disrupting rocketry? Oh, yeah, we were disrupting it in Smolensk. I forgot. Oh, that's awesome. All right, in that case, let's go ahead and sabotage production. So they're done now. Like, they have... It is over for them. Oh, damn. Okay, next turn I will promote you. Sorry, Paige. I needed to promote her before I signed that mission, but I was just eager to go ahead and have her do something else. Theater Square Festival. Yep, we have this in the bag. Alright, go ahead and sabotage production here. We've got this, and I think we're about to launch. Yep, hydroponics is about to go up, and in 3 turns after that, habitation will go up, and then we will be the science victors. It's been an unexpectedly peaceful series. I can't complain too much about that, though. Arabia's built a spaceport in Hadrian. Russia has pillaged an enemy entertainment complex.
I love watching my mum argue with...
Oh, damn, I interrupted Sean Bean. My bad. I'm getting excited. Alright. Nothing more. I could build Operation Ivy. Yeah, let's just start working on that. Not that it matters. And then down here... Yeah, commercial hub. Let's build it right... Actually, yeah, let's put it right there. On the +5 tile. Okay, now, Paige... Yeah, go ahead and just cancel your mission. Because I guess the mission cancel button is not working because it didn't work when I did it previously either, but I really want to promote that. I want to promote that spy, damn it. Ah, this is awesome. Totally a come from behind victory considering how much territory Russia has. It's insane. But, well, I shouldn't count my eggs before they hatch. But I mean, I just can't imagine any situation. Can't imagine any situation where another player would win right now. Okay, there. Now it is showing. No. No, it's not really an unfortunate turn, considering the fact that I'm about to win the game. I'm just going to power through this next turn. Not going to do anything, really. Except maybe promote Paige. Perhaps. There we go. Alright, we can promote Paige. Counter spies have 2 levels more experience. Yeah, let's do that. And we're going to the next turn. Here it is. This is our moment. There's our victory right there. Well, not yet, but in a few seconds.
Much as our ancestors did ages ago, we thrust forward into the unknown. The first pioneers set forth on an uneasy course. And yet once again did our people thrive. Now, under your leadership, we plot a new course and make another world our own.
There it is. Science victory is John Curtin. So, a few thoughts on how this series went in general. First of all, as I mentioned during the episode, or maybe it was during the last episode, but during this recording session for me, I this is my first time. I just got the Emperor achievement. That just happened. It didn't pop up on the screen, but I just got it, believe me, because this is the first time I've won a game on Emperor. And I've talked a little bit about the Emperor difficulty in past episodes, so I'll save those thoughts for a minute or two. What I want to say right now is that I received some feedback during this series from some of my longtime viewers that I really agree with, and I just wanted to give my Civ viewers a heads up. My next series that I start, I think I'm going to veer away from the realistic Earth, true start location style playthroughs, because there's so much less variability in those series, and when it comes to telling interesting stories, and when it comes to really showing a unique game and having a unique playthrough, it's very, very difficult. So many people on YouTube, because the True Start Location Earth map launched with Australia, so many people did a TSL Australia playthrough. And I knew that would happen when I started, but like any decision I make on my YouTube channel, I don't make decisions. I factor in, what other YouTubers are doing, but I don't make decisions based on what other YouTubers are doing. I wanted to do it, and it was just something I wanted to do for fun, and that's what won out. But I totally understand from a viewer's perspective, these series were everywhere. If you're watching Civilization 6 series, because Civ is a very populated title when it comes to gaming content on YouTube. So I will definitely be doing a randomly generated map for my next Civ playthrough. And aside from that, I really enjoyed playing as John Curtin. I am sad that I didn't get a chance to see the Digger in action. That leads me to my next point. This was an interesting kind of peaceful playthrough. We were in a war once, but we kind of resolved it quickly. I think we actually sued for peace and got Pedro to back off, right, before things got too crazy. So that was a bit of a change from my aggressiveness in Polish Winter. And at points I talked about in this series how I was going to go out and do mean things, but I think being Australia, being on that island down in the corner, it really is very much like playing Risk. If you're playing Risk, you get that Australian and just the Papua New Guinea area, and you just build up troops as much as possible, and it's a very defensive way to play. And it's the same here. Like, I had this island all to myself, and so from the beginning, automatically, I was just playing with a defensive kind of victory in mind. So a science victory doesn't surprise me at all. I didn't think we were going to win a domination victory as Australia. I always like to go into Civ series, unless I'm specifically saying otherwise, I always like to go into Civ series with my mind open and, just kind of thinking about different possibilities. But in this case, the science victory was kind of unavoidable once we started seeing hegemonic powers like Russia and even Germany start rearing their heads. Pedro seemed like he was going to be a threat for a bit, but really all we were doing with Pedro was trying to piss him off so that we could get the production bonus, which happened once, even though when it happened in the series, I wasn't entirely cognizant of it, at the time. Like I recognized it in the comments afterward and talked about it in the episodes afterward, but I didn't actually realize it was happening as it was happening because I'm not used to playing as Australia. So there was that. Last but not least, Emperor difficulty and what future playthroughs of mine will be on. So the standard Civilization difficulty, where the AI receives no real bonuses, is Prince. And Prince is easy to me. I enjoy playing, I think, on King the most, because King, the AI gets a little bit of a bonus, but it's not too in your face, it's not too unrealistic. I didn't dislike this playthrough in Emperor. I don't know how much higher I can go while still having fun playing the game. It doesn't seem to me, based on what I've seen of what the bonuses on Deity are, that I would enjoy a game of Deity or even Immortal. This one was borderline for me, this Emperor game. So as far as future series, I might stick to Emperor for the next series, or maybe step down to King. I doubt that I'll go below that unless I'm doing like a tutorial series in the future or something. But yeah, I understand also, I think one of the reasons that'll keep me pushing upward a little bit is the AI in Civ 6 is rough right now. It's not in the best shape. So, you kind of have to give it those handicaps to have a more challenging experience. So if I reach that point, then yeah, I'll think about Deity. I'll think about Immortal. But for now, I always play these games based on kind of balancing the need for challenge with the need for fun and the need to remember that it's a game and I'm trying to tell a story and I'm trying to enjoy the story. And it's a little bit hard to enjoy the story when there are such unfair advantages in some cases. So it's just a matter of kind of how the AI's intelligence balances with those things and seeing how it works out. So anyway, this has been a fun little series. I am glad it's over. I like the idea that I can now move on to something else. That's always a nice thing about finishing up a series. There's this feeling of, ooh, I can do something new now, and I'm not even quite sure what I'm going to do, to tell you the truth. So that's a really cool feeling. So stay tuned for the next series. Of course, we're going to jump into we're going to jump back to For Queen and Country for 20 episodes for now, which it might not even be back for 20 episodes, but we're gonna jump back to that. But then after that, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. But anyway, that's it for Iron Curtain. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for watching the series. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. As always, new historical and grand strategy episodes will continue to air daily, or when we're on half schedule every other day at noon Eastern time. Comments are always welcome. Please let me know what you think, and I'll see you next series.